For this lesson, there are a few things you need to know. 1, everything around us is made of these tiny particles we call atoms and molecules. 2, as something heats up, the particles start moving faster. 3, as something cools down, the particles are moving slower. 4, and there's this idea of thermal energy, which is the total energy of all those moving particles. And 5, the average movement of those particles at any single spot we measure as temperature. Excellent. So here's an interesting experiment. Find a partner. One of you place your hand into ice water, and the other go ahead and place your hand into warm water. For a bit, let them equilibrate, then pull them out and go ahead and dry your hands. And then hold the other person's hand and describe to each other what you feel. You can hit pause now if you wish. The cooled hand feels warmth, right? And the warm hand feels cool. You just gotta feel it to believe it. And after experiencing this experiment, you are totally ready to learn about this idea we call heat. Heat is the flow of thermal energy from high temperature region to a lower temperature region. Let's look at this in terms of particles. On the left, we have a box of high temperature particles. You know it's high temperature because of how fast those particles are moving. You know, if you put your hand right here, you'd probably feel it each time one of those particles hit. In fact, take some beans. I prefer quinoa beans because they're light and small. And get about 5 milliliters and pour them into a balloon. Inflate the balloon, tie it, take your palms and hold them to the balloon and carefully shake. If you're all doing this at once, it gets really loud. But you can literally feel each of the particles hitting the palms of your hand. And now let's get back to this box of high temperature, fast moving particles right next to a box of lower temperature, slower moving particles. They're going to feel each other, right? So what happens when the fast moving particles start bumping into the slower moving particles? Pause and predict. Hey, try to demonstrate that with your hands. You know, the slower moving particles begin moving faster. But at the same time, the faster moving particles start moving slower as they bump into the slower moving particles. You know, and with this, we can literally see how the energy of the particles moves from the higher temperature region toward the lower temperature region. And we see there's a net flow of motion energy. Excellent. And the direction of that flow is always from the higher temperature region to the lower temperature region. And I mean always. Why? Because it'll always be the faster moving particles speeding up the slower. The reverse, the slower ones speeding up the faster, just doesn't happen. So it's always higher temperature feeding its high energy to the lower temperature. We need a word to describe this flow of thermal energy. How about something that rhymes with beat? Great idea. Let's use the word heat. So here you go. Heat is thermal energy that flows from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature. Hey, back to our hand experiment. When you feel the heat coming toward you, you feel that as warmth. When you feel the heat leaving you, you feel that as coolth. So if you're feeling warmth, that means your hand is relatively cold. And if you're feeling coolth, that means your hand is relatively warm. Now, I should say a word or two about this. When we talk about heat, we need to use the word flow. Heat and flow go together. They're the same thing. If there's no flow of thermal energy, there's no heat. If there's no heat, there's no flow. When you think about heat, it all has to do with the flow of thermal energy from a region of higher temperature to a region of lower temperature. Nice, very nice. Oh, one more thing. And this is for your perspective. You know how dark isn't really a thing? Rather, dark is just the absence of light. You can't turn on the dark. What do you do to get dark? You turn off the light. Dark is the absence of light. Okay. Well, it's the similar thing with cold. Cold isn't really a thing. Rather, cold is an experience. It's what you experience as thermal energy flows away from you. Oh no, I'm losing my thermal energy. Then you're cold. So we say, warm is to light as cold is to excellent. We're on to something. Till next time, stay curious.